Welcome, Canada, to episode number 31.
Welcome.
Unbelievable.
That it is 31.
Yeah,
Wow. That's
yeah,
impressive.
yeah. And like usual,
Just
we're
keeps on
broadcasting.
going.
Yeah, like usual, we're broadcasting live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. PST from our base camp here in Maple Leaf, Canada. We have
Yeah.
a really, really cool show tonight. So let me tell you a little about it. What we're doing is we're doing what we're going to call our Canadian Young Stars. And tonight we have a dirt biking phenom. Ostyn Fox from Merritt, British Columbia is joining us on the big show. And Ostyn is a really, really cool story who has now come from learning the sport to being ranked number 2 in the under 15 in the Pacific Northwest Division. And he's homegrown Merritt product. So good stuff for
Kudos to
Ostyn.
Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be coming on in about 15 very quick minutes. We'll be bringing Ostyn Fox on, our dirt biking phenom, to the show. Ostyn is part, as I said, our Canadian Young Stars. We'll be featuring some of our youth in Canada who are trailblazers in the adventure tourism nonprofit volunteer sector. People, children, kids, teenagers, young adults that like and are outdoors, getting involved, doing things, exploring and staying out of trouble, and making a difference in the industries and in the adventures that they choose to fulfill. Number 2, as always, a week in tourism. We will talk a little bit about, and because we have our dirt biking phenom with us tonight, we're going to do a little bit of chit chat about the dirt biking in Canada. Colin, what do you think of our background honoring Ostyn Fox?
I think it's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Lots
a
of
little
good
bit of
stuff.
a little bit of a rooster tail there, and then we got the little motocross dude coming across the screen. So sort of, kicking up some dirt to celebrate tonight's episode.
Well, I hope Austin will kick up some dirt for us and give us some dirt on the
I don't know.
motorbike industry.
I can tell you right now, no one's gone. Not a lot of people came to see the talented and crazy Canuck brothers. I think a lot of our viewers tonight are coming to see the dirt biking
uh,
phenom Ostyn Fox out of Merritt, British Columbia, who has joined us tonight.
yes,
Um,
he's good.
yep.
I was going to say he's got a big following from what I hear.
Oh yeah. Well, he's
And
gonna
he
have a
should. I mean, all Canadians should, like I say, support our Canadians. Let's
support
follow.
our young guys, support our young guys and girls out there,
Yep.
support what they're doing. And I think positive reinforcement, we could take it from us when we were growing up. Positive reinforcement from the adults that surround our teenagers and young adults makes a huge difference.
Oh, it's everything for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I want to make sure that all of our fans out there, ones watching tonight, and then the thousands that will be watching down the road as this goes into all our networking systems, that stay tuned for the end of the show, because Junior and I got our Dempster Highway video showcasing the autumn colors, and this is going to be part 5 of 7 for all of you who have been watching our Arctic Expedition video series. So we'll be closing off the show with that. But first, because this is a big production, very, very, very high budget, and the corporate bigwigs upstairs, we have to do the housekeeping. So here we go. The Travel Talk Show is being recorded live. An edited version will be available tomorrow on our nationally award-winning ehCanada Travel website. We also will be posting it on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, LinkedIn, YouTube, and somewhere else. I'm probably sure we'll do that too. Our top globally ranked blog, Two Brothers, 2 Feet, 2 Curious, and 2 Canadian, will also be featuring Ostyn at the end of the month with our other guests. So we also feature them on our award-winning blog. And as always, what's our number 1 rule, Call?
Share, baby.
Share,
and
share, share, share.
Best way to help support your friends and your people you know and your young people of Canada. Share their stuff.
The marketing industry in today's world depends on sharing your posts. That's how it goes.
Voice.
That's how things are
They got the
changing.
marketing voice.
Yes, that was my
The announcer.
commercial. Excuse me, all the way from Canada, here is Greg Trout. See, I got it down pat. I know.
Yeah.
So
we got to hit up head office for an applause sign.
I think we might be able to, or Hey, we could even get really high end and put an applause digital effect in.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But that's
for
not
sure. Yeah,
real, right?
well,
We know they're all laughing, right?
yeah,
We know they're laughing anyway, so we don't need to put
yeah,
in the
yeah.
fake applause.
Uh,
My name is Greg Jar, if you haven't figured that one out yet. I'm the co-host of the Travel Talk Show. I'm also co-founder of ehCanadaTravel.com, 23rd ranked travel blogger in the world of the top 1,000 global travel bloggers by Global Rise, January 2020. And I also very much enjoy working with small towns and small businesses next door.
I thought for sure you're going to say I very much enjoy working with my brother. That was a
That's
little bit of a disappointment there.
That's a given.
That'll be me, Colin Gerard. I am the tech department of ehCanada Travel, keeper of the code, so to speak. I am the a road trip chauffeur, I guess, driver,
Of the Maple Leaf RV.
partially Maple Leaf RV. Co-host the Travel Talk Show, which is the 31st episode today. Proud to be here and thank everybody for coming out.
Boy, oh boy, and he forgot all of that, and he didn't even say the keeper of the code.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I slipped it in there.
Okay.
Keeper of the code,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yes. And we sure appreciate all our viewers that tune in every week. And we also sure appreciate all you new viewers who have come here to see Ostyn Fox shine.
Yes.
But what you must know for the newbies and the oldies is that right below Junior and I, there's a comment section. So as Ostyn comes on or during the show, if you have a question or you want to give Ostyn a shout out or you want to, compliment us, by all means, put the comment in
We're always
below.
open to the compliments. Yeah,
we are.
Yeah,
and we'll try and get as much as we can on there. But we do have a jam-packed show, but we'll do our best. But that's the big thing. You can post, you can contribute, and you can even get part of the conversation.
And share after.
Boy, that's getting pretty good stuff, the sharing part. So first, a week in tourism. We're going to do a little bit of interesting stuff. In Canada, dirt biking is huge. We've got huge backcountry here, right?
Yeah.
Massive backcountry. And dirt biking is huge. And it's an area of the tourism industry that we do not do very good at promoting. And that's a little bit disappointing. And it's people like Ostyn Fox and other great riders that are exploring our trail systems and developing our trail system and developing our motocross parks. These individuals are bringing a lot of light to an industry that is worldwide and massive.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
But here's something, I don't know if you knew this, Call, but dirt biking motocross used to be called, before it became motocross, it was called scrambles.
Really?
They used to say, let's go hang out or let's go participate in the scramble. For the obvious reason that both the bike and the rider often had to scramble over obstacles and off-road tracks, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The first official motocross, from what I could find out, and they don't call it that, the first official scramble was in the UK in 1924.
Wow.
And it was at this sport is how motocross basically started to develop. So how do they categorize in the motocross? And it's a very tricky way, but in a lot of times it's by age in the beginning or by what they call, and as they get older and better and the races get a little bit more complex and more challenging, is they're determined by what's called engine displacement. Okay, so that's just a fancy word for engine size. And I'm hoping Ostyn could correct me if I'm wrong, but engine size in the metric world is based on cubic centimeters, and then in the US it's cubic inches. And I'm sure he'll be able to make sure I got that all right. The most successful, and this will be interesting, but from what I could find, the most successful motocross racer of all time is Ricky Carmichael. Carmichael won 7 AMA Motocross Championship titles. He also won 5 AMA Supercross Championships. Motocross fans have nicknamed him, and this is a pretty cool thing. They nicknamed him the GOAT because they call him the greatest of all time. GOAT, right? And that's Ricky Carmichael, who I looked up some of his videos, and he's pretty stoked, pretty talented dude. And not as talented as our guest, of course. Come on. I mean, got nothing.
He's just starting out. Ostyn's going to be blown by him soon.
There can be one of the biggest misconceptions that race bikers is that it seems to be easy, and I don't know why people think that, but it seems to be it's not true at all. The
Ooh.
amount of muscle, the amount of the heart rate that these guys ride at, that their heart rate that races for that whole 30-kilometer, 30-minute race. In short, the heart rates are pushed to the maximum, and the riders pretty much use every muscle to keep themselves on their bike and to keep their bike under control, right?
I think it's one of the
Yep.
toughest sports out there for endurance, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. So I wanted to just, we're going to name off a list here. So according to dirtbikes.com, some of the key for our dirt biking audience and for the people who are looking at taking into the dirt biking, because we do have a phenomenal backcountry. Here are some of the areas, and I actually found on dirtbikes.com the Kamloops and Merritt area got mentioned, and they put as one of their top ones Ink Lake, which is
nice.
between Kamloops and Merritt. They said that around Ink Lake has some of the best dirt biking in the area. And then, of course, there's Chatsworth, Ontario, Blue Mountain, and then a place called Ganaraska Forest in Ontario. These are some of the places they picked, but they actually had Inks Lakes down as one of the top areas. But for you who can't go across to Ontario or to go to all the other areas, some of the, based on 640.com, which is another dirt biking website, some of the top areas in BC, and it pretty much, when you look at it, and you put all these pieces together, it's pretty much saying all BC is a top area, because they basically listed every region in BC as a top area. So you got Peace River, Squamish, Kamloops, Merritt, Kelowna Trail, Maple Ridge, and Chilliwack. So they're saying that these, and that's a mix of the backcountry sort of thing, and also with the motocross parks.
But there's only certain areas you can ride in, right? There's bylaws for a lot of the areas and trails and stuff.
Yes.
That you're not allowed to do. So, it's not open game to go riding anywhere, just so everybody knows.
But again, you got to understand, that's like everything else. You can only ski in certain areas. You can only snowshoe. You can only ATV. You can only hike. You can only horseback ride. So it's not like it's every industry, every activity, every adventure. I think the key thing is to respect each other. And we're all out for trying to do the same thing, is get some of that fresh outdoor air in, and let's face it, and I'm sure Ostyn will agree, and almost every guest we've had from around the world on this show that's anything involved with adventure tourism will tell you, just getting outside is
for sure,
is therapeutic.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting into the great outdoors for sure.
Yep. So I think that's pretty much a great little segue into introducing our next guest, our Canadian young star, a dirt biking guru at a young age of 15 is Ostyn Fox. But first, we put a little video together. It's not a feature film, but it is something really interesting, showing off our friends some of his very intense talent. So we're just going to throw this puppy on, and we're going to play a little video before we bring Ostyn. We'll introduce him and bring him on the show. Let me unmute you, dude. There you go.
Oh, I got it.
There you go.
I got dizzy just watching that video.
Did you see that hill?
Did you see that hill?
Did you see that hill he climbed at the end there?
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet, eh?
He's got some big bazookas.
Yes, it's a family show, and I'm glad you used the bazooka word. That's good. I like that. So let us introduce our friend, Mr. Ostyn Fox. I'll give you a little bit. He's currently ranked second Colin right now in the under 15 category by the Pacific Northwest Motorcycle Association.
Awesome.
And Ostyn's climb here has been quite incredible. He was climbing the charts. And the very last race of the year, which was the Tree Hugger race at Castlegar, he finished first in that Ostyn. And he was just starting to get on a roll, and he's ranked number 2. And then COVID hit. But from what I hear, the time while COVID's been going on, and because you can't self-isolate as you're preparing for these races, he's been getting in some good practice time.
Well, what better way to self-isolate than get out in the bush with your bike? I mean, I'd be doing it if I was there. If I had a bike, I'd be out there.
I agree. So
a little bit of envy.
You know what? I thought I really, I was a little nervous about meeting Ostyn, so I went and did a research on some dirt biking slang so I could be cool.
Oh.
I did. I went and researched.
I believe you.
I want to make sure we fit in with this dirt biking audience and this crowd, right? So I thought we'd maybe talk with Ostyn a little bit of brap, maybe a whole shot, talk a little bit about rutted, DNFs, and if he's ever been roostered.
Wow, are you ever cool?
Aren't I?
I mean, you're just right in there.
No one would know I'm not a dirt biker.
Yeah, wouldn't want to question you on any of those words.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Good job on that.
I know. I thought I'd give you a little brap and maybe get you roostered a bit about this show. Yeah. So for our new viewers, please feel free to participate on that. And who we're going to bring on right now is our special guest, dirt biking phenom, Ostyn Fox. And here he comes. We'll bring him on the show. Let's everyone give him a virtual hand and a big clap and welcome Ostyn to the show. Ostyn Fox, welcome to the show, sir.
All right, how's it going?
Excellent. How was the green room? They treat you good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good. They want to keep their jobs down there, so we got to make sure you're keeping you all busy there. So, what do you think of our little video?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, I don't have many videos, but the ones I do, you need a pretty good video out of them.
Yeah. So, hey, where's that hill at the end?
The last one, that one's called the Eliminator. It took me like 7 or 8 tries to climb it.
Is that a Merritt Hill?
Oh.
Yeah, that's in Lower Nicola.
Gotcha. So we got a Julie Ford Reimer giving a shout out, Brandy Reimer giving a shout out. We had the Reimer family participating on the show, and we'd like to welcome new viewers, I'm assuming. So Ostyn, we're gonna fire off some questions, and maybe you can help our Canadian audience and the people around the world that are watching our show now and in the future. Give them a little bit of background of who Ostyn Fox is, and maybe tell us a little story about who you are.
Yeah, I'm Ostyn Fox. I've been dirt biking since I was about 5. I started on a PW50 and slowly moved up, and then about 2 years ago, I started getting really into it, riding every day. I got my first 250, and pretty much since then on, I've been riding every day, putting in the hours. And I started racing, and at the start of the year, I was coming like 10th or 6th or something. And at the end, I started coming first.
Yep. And now, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ostyn, but now you are currently ranked number 2 before the season got cut short, eh?
Yeah, well, it was the end of the season for that year, but
okay. So you're all starting on a clean slate now when it starts up again?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you got a rival?
Well, yeah, the Reimer family that's in here, Travis.
That is great. Welcome, Travis.
They're spying. They're trying to get your secrets.
Yeah.
We won't do it. Reimers, we're not doing it.
I love it. Do you guys know each other? Are you friends growing up or anything like that? Or
well, we met at a race, and our dads know each other.
Excellent. Good friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome to have a rivalry like that. I mean, that just makes it a little more fun.
Yep.
A little more passionate, I guess. Not that you need anymore.
Nothing like racing your buddy.
Yeah, it's like beating you.
I know.
At anything.
I mean, do you guys do you throw elbows at each other like me and Colin?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the bike he rides,
Yeah.
he's not
That-
riding.
no,
Think
that's
you got a
fantastic.
Yamaha, you'd probably do a bit better.
Nice shot, nice shot, nice shot on national online TV.
Nice, nice. He's
Uh-huh.
got the power seat.
I know. This is going to be good. We'll have to use the Reimer competitive edge on during this interview.
Yeah, for sure. Right
Yeah.
on.
So
Sounds
I've
good.
read some statistics out there that dirt biking is almost like the #1 most physically demanding sport in the world. Some have said, some crazy people, I think, who have said that soccer or mountain climbing is more physically demanding. I'm not necessarily going to buy that. However, studies have shown, Ostyn, that a full motocross race. And do you guys prefer motocross or dirt biking? What do you guys talk?
Well, we do cross country.
Cross country.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And is there a slang for it now? Is there a slang
No,
term you guys use that? No?
it's just
no.
cross country.
So I guess it's like, hey, we'll just call it boonie bashing. That's what we used to call it, boonie
yeah.
bashing. Right. So the full motocross, which is about, on average, I'm guessing 25, 30 minutes, right? When you're doing a motocross cross country race, and sprinting as hard and as fast as you can. You guys are going full tilt, full concentration, 25 minutes straight, no breaks, no bathroom breaks, no coffee, no nothing. You're going hardcore 25 minutes. So how hard is dirt biking, Ostyn?
Well, for the races, they're actually like 3 hours or 2.5.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
These are the enduros, right?
Yeah, and the cross countries, yeah, they're 2 hours. The moto, like on a track, they're half an hour usually.
Oh, yes.
Are they set breaks on the long ones, or do you just like stop and drink when you can, or you have like a Camelback, or?
When I'm racing, I don't really use it. Oh, I have a Camelback, but I never drink out of it.
So you don't stop during, like you're saying, a 3-hour race?
The only time I stop is when I'm filling up for gas.
Okay.
Okay. Right on.
So how hard is it? How hard is this 3-hour enduro racing? What toll does it take?
It's it's pretty physically demanding to try to go all 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yep.
With no breaks. But pretty much the worst of it is crashing and picking your bike up and pushing.
Yep. And is that what you're talking about? Where when you do hit the dirt, where your casing gets goes through a hard time?
Yeah. What I do, there's not many jumps, so I'm not really worried about casing, but more worried about sliding out. And when a hard section comes up, you try to make it without putting your feet down or wasting energy.
Yep. I got you. Well, we got some more fans. I'd like to say hi to Cheryl McMillan and Dre. I hope I say this right. Dre Tershman, and also Tanya Stewart is educating us on what a rooster is. And I'm sure, what is a rooster there, big guy? Tell us what it is.
I don't think I've ever heard someone call it rooster, but you say roosted, or you got roosted, and it's basically. Well, my friends, they usually wait on a muddy corner, and wait for you to come, and then they'll spray you with mud and dirt.
I bet you it's that Reimer guy.
Yeah.
Kind of like spraying the ice in the goalie's face in hockey, sort of thing. It's kind of
yeah. So Julie here's saying you're quite a wicked rider, so that's a nice little thing, a nice little shout out coming from is that your buddy's mother?
Yep.
Awesome. Good sportsmanship. I love it. So
support of the parents.
What's that?
Support of the parents is awesome. I mean, we got hats off to both families.
I think that's so
means
cool.
Everything.
I think that's so cool.
Yep.
And so most people motorbiking maybe look like it doesn't require a lot of physical care, but little do they know it really requires a lot of core muscle, right? You've got to really work out. And I was amazed when I was reading about some of these dirt bikers of the routine they go through for to do a lot of weights. They do a lot of weights, and they do a lot of dietary monitoring of what they're eating, right? And a lot of them, they were saying when they're doing their workouts that a lot of it is leg, arm, and your core stomach muscles. I guess, is that because you're pulling up, pulling down, turning, lifting, and all that? So how do you stay sharp on your game there, Ostyn? What do you do to keep physically and mentally ready?
Well, every morning before school, I work out for a couple hours,
Okay.
and I ride 3 to 4 times a week after school and on the weekends.
Cool.
But yeah, I'd say it's mostly in the legs and your forearms is where I feel like, because you squeeze I feel like you use your legs more for riding than you use your arms.
Is that squeezing the body? Is that what you're doing with your
Yeah,
leg?
you squeeze the bike kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what I do. And your arms, I always have one finger on the clutch and one on the brake. So your forearms get tired out after
Yeah.
a long ride.
Yeah. And how many of you, when you're starting your enduro races, how many are there at the start line? On average, let's say on average, 20, 30, 50?
Probably like 25.
And how many finish?
Usually all of them, unless you
Okay.
get hurt.
Okay. That's good. And is it generally pretty close?
Yeah, for the junior underclass, it's not really close, but
Yep.
As you move up, like intermediate is pretty close, and the higher ones like masters and expert,
Yep.
they're all around the same skill level.
Yep. Yep. And it's and a little bit of a side note here too, Colin, and I know Colin, based on your history with your friendships, it's quite expensive, isn't it, with maintaining the motorbike and travel and accommodation and food and going to these events. I mean, there's quite a bit of dollars involved just to play in this field, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The all of my stuff comes from the local motorbike shop, Nicola Valley Motorsports.
Nice.
It's after buying a new bike every year and all the parts, I probably I'm in there every week getting new
Yep.
parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brakes and tires and all of that.
And tires, I guess that's the big one, eh?
Yeah, it's probably $150 a tire.
Ooh-wee. So we're just going to give a little shout out to our friends out there. It's very important for us in our industry in tourism, and as anyone who's, I think, basically above the age of 30, 35, is that we support our youth. So if you are, if you want to make a difference and you want to help our youth do well in their chosen fields, please feel free to send Ostyn a little shout out on his Instagram here. And I'm just going to throw it out because if you would like to sponsor up and comers and you're looking for youth, our youth stars here in Canada, which we are going to feature in every one of our feature youth stars, we encourage people to support them. I know that we're going to be supporting some of our young stars, and I know Colin's all up into that because he's also a big believer in that. But if
I'm a young star as well.
Yeah, and make sure you give. We put up Ostyn's Instagram.com account. You can see that there. Give him a shout if you're interested in hearing more about what he's doing, and sponsor him, because we want to get him to. Hey, what was that big thing you were telling us about, the mine race?
Oh, Erzberg.
Yeah, that one. Is that the goal?
Yeah, that's the
goal. That's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Okay, and where is that?
That's in Austria.
Okay, so what we got to do, people, Canada, and even our friends across the pond that are watching in Australia and United Kingdom, by all means, please give Instagram. The nice thing about Instagram is you can contact it anytime, any place, 24/7 from wherever you are. And Ostyn would always like to talk about some sponsorship and to help him go where he wants to go. And we're going to talk a little bit about where Ostyn wants to go with his enduro mountain motocross career. Enduro, that's pretty much the X Games is where you're heading for, right?
Yeah.
And that's like the Olympics of the crash and burn club, all of us who loved the adrenaline sports.
Yeah, it's not X Games, it's Red Bull though.
Oh, is it Red Bull?
Yeah.
Okay, and they're the ones that are doing all these high octane sports, right?
Yeah, they put on pretty much hard enduro race.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. In the dirt biking field, a lot of them, when I was doing a little bit of research, some of the pros out there and reading their routine, it's quite extensive. But one of the things I really noticed, and I wonder if you're playing with this too, Ostyn, is that a lot of them work on mentally preparing too, right? And they have their own mental preparedness sort of list. Do you have something like that before every game, or you sort of zone out and mentally prepare?
Before races, I'm always pretty nervous. I don't really know why, but
Yeah.
as soon as you start, it seems just all clear, and you're pretty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty focused.
Okay.
I don't really like after a race. I can't remember a thing I thought about.
Yeah, pretty
Nice.
intense, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty intense when you're out there, and especially with doing the enduro too. Can you imagine, Colin, riding on a bike 2 to 3 hours, and you got somebody else that wants to pass you every second of the way?
Yeah, no.
Right?
Can't even begin to.
Yeah, yeah. So there, Mr. Dirt Biking, you live in the Nickel Valley in British Columbia. There's a lot of backcountry here with over 200 lakes. I mean, the gravel road system, dirt trail system, massive here. Where do you go riding in the region, and why do you go there?
I just go in Lower Nicola. It's just outside of Merritt.
Okay.
It's right out my back door, so I don't have to load up or pack
Nice.
anything up to go. I just get dressed, work on my bike, and leave.
Okay.
There's a ton of trails. There's been trails there for the past 30 years, and it's pretty much got everything. I can practice whatever I want out there.
You pretty
I'm
much
always
got,
building new trails, and the trails are always pretty rocky.
yeah. So you've got your own private little practice area, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
Nice. It's
Yeah,
like
I
having
like
it's
that.
like having 6 NHL rinks in your backyard. This is what
Yeah.
Ostyn has, right?
Or the
Unbelievable.
chalet on the ski hill right outside your door. You gotta love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's very cool. And do you go when you're learning your different skills, because you like air, you like hill climbing, you like log riding, you like mud, you like dirt, you like downhill. Do you have different areas of the Nickel Valley that you go to work on specific skills? Or have you built it all into your backyard?
Yeah, here we got lots of hill climbs.
Okay.
We got one that's the hardest I've ever tried. I've never made it to the top. Well, not yet.
What's the name of that one?
It's called Scab.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty tough.
Yeah, and then we got the Eliminator, and we got some other ones.
Yep.
They're all they all took me a while, probably like a full year to try to climb.
Yep.
And then we got lots of logs, trees down everywhere, and that's probably my favorite is doing the logs and doing all the hard enduro stuff.
Yep. What about one of the things it's obviously you got to have pretty good at when you're doing, and you do snowboarding, so we know you got this skill down pat, is balance. That's pretty crucial to being pretty good at dirt riding, right?
Yeah, when I go riding, every time I always try to never put my feet down.
Okay.
Every time we stop, I always try to see how long I can balance with my bike off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's just good because if you can balance and not put your feet down, you seem to not lose your momentum, and you can carry on a bit faster and more efficient.
Yep. Okay. We've got Melvina White here saying, I'm sure Ostyn Fox will reach the top in his field. So you're getting a lot of good kudos here. A wicked rider, top of his field. And then you got a lot of thumbs up going on here. So this is all good news for you there, buddy, for your national debut on our show. So good stuff. And thank you for coming on our show, Ostyn, for telling us about the dirt biking and filling us in on this very awesome, very good time that you're having.
Just remember us after you win that Red Bull.
Okay.
Oh, we've already made.
Give us a shout out there.
We got our lawyers in touch with Ostyn's lawyers, and we already made a deal.
Yeah.
When he goes big, he has to come back on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. right? When he goes big, I mean, that's it. We had to cross the I's and dot the T's here, Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does sound awesome though. And like you say with the sponsors, I mean,
yep.
It won't hurt. Help any business to get out there and sponsor Ostyn. Contact him, and
yep. Instagram people
goes a long ways.
And I think it's really important that as the older generation here, I mean, we really need to put our money where our mouth is and start the youth that have dreams, the youth that are motivated, the youth with goals, the youth that have a positive attitude. Those are the guys and those are the girls that we need to maybe reach out to and give a little hand, because it ain't easy. Is it easy, Ostyn, going after your dreams in the industry you're in? It isn't, is it?
No.
It's not easy. And I think that's what we all should be trying to do. And so when you do see these young stars on our show, seriously consider. They're not asking for a lot of money, just everything a little bit helps. And by all means, get a hold of Ostyn at his Instagram account at instagram.com, Ostyn Fox with 2 X's. So Ostyn, dirtbikenews.ca, at the Pacific Northwest Motorcycle Association. The last race last year, the Tree Hugger event in Castlegar, you placed first in the junior category. And then I believe another one was the Silver Star Rev Limit Hair Scramble. Does that sound right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You placed second and you started roaring up the charts. Then I look a bit further on the PNWMA website, and you are now ranked number 2 ending the year. And you're all raring to go, starting this year, raring to rock on. So when it does pick up again, what is next for Ostyn Fox? What do you look? What's going on in the next 2 years? What's going on? Where do you want to be in 5? Where do you want to be? We know where you want to be at the end on that wicked bike in the mines there, but what's next for Ostyn Fox?
Well, this year I've put a lot of hours on the bike. I got 208 months.
Yeah.
And so I'll skip junior over and go straight into intermediate.
Nice.
See how I do there, and then in the next couple of years, in 4 or 5 years, I want to be in the master's class.
Yep. And does that master's class, is that Canada wide?
No, that's the fastest class in the PNW.
Okay. And what's the next level when you're out of the PNW or PNWNA? What happens after that? Is there a Canada level of enduro riding? Or a world level?
Well, the world level is the Red Bull, all the Romaniacs, and
okay.
And then but there's there's enduro cross races, which are kind of they're a mix between motocross and enduro.
Yep.
And those are all over Canada.
Okay. And Canada's big for that, aren't they?
Yeah. There's quite a few.
Yeah, we're pretty well known for the enduro bike more than other countries, aren't we?
It's pretty big down here. I think it's biggest down in Europe.
Yeah. Do a lot of us who've been in any type of adventure industry, whether it's our snowboards or mountain bikes or our canoes or our boats or our kayaks, we always seem to give them a name. You got a name for your bike, buddy? No?
Just the YZ250.
Just the YZ250. Okay.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a she.
Of course, yeah.
There you go.
Come on, girl. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Before we let you go, Ostyn, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah, I encourage anybody from all ages to try the sport.
Yep.
It's a good workout.
Yeah.
And the junior under is 15 and under. It's it's a fun sport, and it's always a good time at the races.
So again, before we let our friend go here, Mr. Ostyn Fox, who is now ranked number 2 in the Pacific Northwest Division for enduro racing and motocross. We'd also like to make doubly sure, and I know we're harping on this, our viewers, and I know some of you are saying, well, come on, move on there, bros. But it's very important here with the way that we're going in society that we really need to get behind our young stars in Canada. Big support. If you have one in your community, look them up. It's not tough to find out who's excelling at dirt biking or snowboarding or mountain biking in your community. Figure that out. Because I could tell you one thing. Every one of these young stars and every one of these communities is dedicated to their sport. They're good people, and they could use your help to make their dreams. We've all had dreams when we were younger, and it could be the difference in getting to the mine race that Austin's all keen on, and other sort of dreams. So we encourage everyone. So we're going to put up Austin's Instagram again. Give him a shout. Let him know that you'd like to help him out, reach his goals, become one of Canadians' finest at enduro racing. And because we want him back on the show when he's got all his trophies all around him and wearing the big A Canada on his chest, maybe. You never know, right? So we'll see what happens. Okay, Austin, it's been a great time. Thanks for your time tonight. We wish you all the best. Please keep in touch with us and let us know on how you do. And we will be watching, and we'll be listening, and hope to have you back on the show down the pipe, and you can share with us some more of your dirt biking adventures.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, buddy.
Way to go, Austin.
Take care.
Yeah.
So that was to all our viewers out there. That was Mr. Ostyn Fox, 15-year-old, ranked number 2 in the Pacific PNWMA.
Is he only 15?
Yep.
Wow, eh?
Unbelievable, right?
That's impressive.
I know. And again, kudos to the people, the parents, and the adults that surround Ostyn.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty level-headed and he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Right. So, and again, a tribute to Ostyn with his rooster. That is the dirt that flies up, and our little version of Ostyn in the corner here, celebrating the dirt biking industry here in Canada and around the world. So I thought that was a pretty good job by Mr. Ostyn Fox. Hey, Cole?
I think he did awesome.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's you can tell he's going places, and just learning the trade, and amazing at it. He's got the passion. He's going to go far with the backing he's got. So
yeah, and you know what's really cool is in the future we're going to know more dirt biking words, so we can really impress them. Right? We'll double up our we'll double up our dirt biking slang.
Well, we'll have to maybe get a couple of dirt bikes and go on a ride, and then we can show him our video.
You know what? If he wanted a comedy show, he'd probably end up watching it. He'd just laugh at us. Look at these guys. Look what they're doing. They're falling down the hill.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd love to do a video on that show. Hey, look at us.
You know what? You know what? We would suck. We would totally suck.
Yeah. It'd be totally humorous. It'd be a gong show.
Yeah.
We would totally, that would be good. It'd be funny.
Yeah. I would love to try. I would love to. I don't know if I want to do the Scab Hill. That one looks like it would be probably.
No, we got to try like a grassy field.
Okay. So we can call it a hill, but it could be like
maybe put some water wings on for protection.
Yeah, that's it. I get it. So again, support Ostyn Fox with his goal and his dream. Let's get him to the mines in his big race that he wants to get to. If you are able to, give him a shout on Instagram.com at Ostyn Fox with 2 X's. The ehTravel Talk Show is brought to you by the ehTravel Marketing Group of Innovation, which includes our award-winning ehCanadaTravel.com website, which was just voted best nationwide adventure travel company in 2020 by Lux Life and AI Group of magazines.
That was so cool.
Please go to our website and you can become a Canadian Adventure Ambassador, submit content, submit photos, and participate in making our country more visible and what we have to offer. By all means, check it out, put up your videos. Our videos do get more plays than YouTube. I know some of you find that hard to believe, but it is very true. Sign up your tourism business for 1 year. We have a trial for 1 year free trial. That's our little thing to help out during COVID. Is anybody who operates a tourism business there in Canada, in any type of the sector, please feel free to go to our ehCanadaTravel.com website. There's a link on it. Click on it. Sign up. 1 year free trial. No obligations. No nothing. And the only thing that we know, one thing for sure, when you do sign up, you're going to be the winner. Because people are going to check out your website and you'll be ready to rock and roll.
And that's just the beginning of it. Signing up actually opens up a whole world of what you can do to promote your business and your area.
Yep.
I mean, you post pictures of your area, how beautiful it is, and people around the world will see it.
Not only that, it goes, we're plastering all your content all over social media and the website, and you can add parks and trails and every piece of content that our people who have signed up on. Every piece of content markets your business because you get the credit. So you're the expert. So don't be shy.
Videos.
Yep. Sign up.
Little welcome video or whatever.
That's right.
Sorry to interrupt there, bro.
That's
I just get excited when I'm talking about,
I know, and you're
what
really
people can
good.
do.
You're really good at interrupting. All your life, you've been really good at it, except for the first 3 years of your life.
Best 3 years of your life you ever had, eh?
Best 3 years of my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have our award-winning blog. It's Two Brothers, 2 Feet, 2 Cures, 2 Canadian, and you should check it out because if you go to ehCanadaTravel.com, it's right there at the top on a link, and you should see how we've we played with all the words about the twos and the twos and the twos. We're ranked 23rd. Top 1,000 global travel bloggers by Global Rise 2020. We also have this show, the best live show in Canada. There's nothing else like it. Hands down,
for sure.
Entertaining, informative, and keeping the tourism voices alive from young people like Ostyn Fox, our young Canadian stars, to established resorts and international tourism speakers. So tune in next week because we have another quality guest coming on. And if you follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Pinterest pages, YouTube pages, you will see who it will be because we let everyone know and we encourage you to come and join us. We also have our Made in Canada small and rural community content marketing program, very successful. It will be coming to communities near you. Once your community gives us a shout, we will come in and show you this very, very cool program. Helps your community market itself online and take back your marketing. Take it back, small communities. The technology is there, and now you can market and target all the groups and tourism markets that you want to attract. We are your hosts of the Travel Talk Show, Greg Gerard and Colin Gerard. We are the Brothers of Tourism. We love our nickname. It was given to us actually from other people, right? So that's pretty cool. The last but not least is Junior here before we go to our Dempster Highway video because we got a really pretty cool video.
This one's beautiful.
Where we're going to show a little bit about the Dempster Highway. And do you want anything you'd like to say there, Colin?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's a beautiful video. The Dempster Highway trip was, what do you say, the most beautiful fall trip ever?
Yep.
The tundra.
Yep.
Is red and everything's yellow and it's watch it, it's gorgeous.
Don't spoil it. It's the second of 3 parts of the Dempster because I couldn't fit it all in.
Okay, well, yeah.
Right.
Part 1 of what I just said.
That's right. That is yours. Oh, right. So, okay, so that's our show for tonight. We're going to finish with the video from the country capital of adventure seasons and outdoor activities, from the brainchild, technology, and the king of code, Colin Gerard. We will see you next week. The keeper of the code.
You know, like Lord of the Rings sort of sounding. Keeper.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week, dude?
You betcha.
Are you going to be here? Same place, same time, 7 p.m. PST, right here. The most Canadian, the most exciting, and all Canadian tourism and travel adventure show. We promote people just like you and I, people who are passionate about the country and are passionate about the tourism and adventure and activities in this country. Please come back. Please come back next week. Tell everyone about our show and our website. We are privately operated. We are not government funded. We work for our dollars and we work very hard for them. So please tune in every week. And to let you go, we're going to share with you our short.
No.
Oh, that's
it's hard to do. I meant to grab the poppy.
He's
Happy Remembrance Day.
Happy Remembrance Day. That's right. It is coming up. Good point there, Junior. Let's respect our veterans.
Video thing. Oh, there we go. Got it.
There you go. So here's our video. Enjoy the video. We'll see you next week. Same place, same time, 7 p.m. Canada out. Enjoy the video, people. Thank you for tuning in this week. And again, thank you to Ostyn Fox for our guest on our weekly talk show. We'll see you on the backside. Wish us luck, Canada. This is going to be a hoot. Wait till you see what we got planned. Ciao for now.
Hope you enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Dempster Highway, baby.
Tombstone Mountain Range. Dempster Highway.
Tombstone.
We're in the Blackstone Uplands, where the home of the Heart River caribou herd. So we're on the lookout for the 2,200 caribou that is part of this herd up here in the Arctic. So we will, of course, let you know when we see it, because you're going to get video!
Caribou. Caribou.
Caribou!
Caribou.
Chapman Lake. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little float plane on it.
Biggest lake in the Yukon?
It is. Good one, call. It is the biggest lake in the Yukon. Or not in the Yukon, on the Dempster.
Ah, on the Dempster.
Correction. This is the Tioga Range, a better one, a better view of it.
Oh yeah.
Because there's sun out. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is a scenery overload. What you're seeing ahead of you is the Ogilvie Mountain Range. You can see what they're doing is they're a rock base, a light gray limestone. So this starts at around 143 kilometer mark on the Dempster. And the mountains just totally changed on us, eh, Cole?
Yeah.
We're going through, we're coming into the Windy Pass area, just went through it, the Ogilvie, northern Ogilvie Mountains. And look at the skies. Woo! Woo! So now we're in 168 kilometers in, and we're at the Ogilvie River area, which is still part of the Tioga Range, mountain range. This area is, we follow Engineer Creek, Colin. We follow it pretty much all the way to up to the 237 kilometer mark.
Yes, we do.
And this is area is known for passing through what's called the Drunken Boreal Forest, which is pretty cool. They're perched on the permafrost. They got low-lying roots, so they sway on the harsh winter winds and that. So they're called the Drunken Boreal Forest.
Yeah, and the permafrost is melting a lot of it.
That's right.
So they're falling over because the permafrost is now melting.
Got her. This is gorgeous. Ogilvie River area still, and we're approaching the Elephant Rock pullout, and we just thought we'd share with you this stunning scenery. Pretty much says it all. So now we're driving right beside the massive Ogilvie River, and we're heading into our rest stop.
Huh.
What are you doing?
Looking for it.
Looking for what?
Elephant Rock.
Oh.
What is it called when it's an outline?
Outline?
I guess an outline of an elephant on the rock, which is made by Mother Nature to mark where the elephants used to roam here, along with the mammoths, in the Yukon territories off the Dempster Highway.
Well, that was well done.
Thanks. Thanks.